Taxi drivers and vendors who operate at Heritage Key are not taking the proposed changes to the area recommended by a recent fitness test very well. The new development plan will see the relocation of taxi drivers and vendors from the area, but the Taxi Drivers Association calls for further consultations. Sean Thomas picks up that story.
Against the backdrop of calls for further consultations, the plans endorsed by the St. John's Development Corporation and the Cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda will be implemented without much of a delay in an effort to safeguard the vital sector. Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Baldwin Spencer believes the upgrades are critical if the destination is to remain competitive.
My understanding is that only about 45% of the visitors who come on ships leave the ships. And some of the complaints that they have for not leaving the ships, we have to respond to that because we are competing with other destinations that have improved their facilities and would have responded to the issues that the visitors have been pointing out. So, I mean, I don't know all the specifics, but the reality is that we have to make changes at Heritage Key and at Redcliffe Key. We have to, or else we'll be out of the market.
Commenting on the issue of the plans for the development of Lower St. John's is Tourism and Civil Aviation Minister John McGinley. He believes that the upgrades will ensure the viability of the local sector.
This new plan, we hope that we're confident will help everyone. The taxi drivers, we encourage them to come on board. They have seen it. They have not provided us with an alternative that would make this plan not work. So I think it's time that we move forward. I think the cabinet is very strong in terms of, listen, we are where we are, we have to take action. The cruise industry now, as the Prime Minister said, it might be a little bit more than 45%, but it's not much more, maybe 50-55%.
Visitor arrivals in the Caribbean has seen a fall-off in the number of cruise ships entering the region, and Antigua and Barbuda has not been able to escape the impact. The Tourism Minister gives details of the proposed development plans.
Our short-term plan, as was highlighted by Mr. Sylvester Brown, the Chairman of St. John's Development, is that we're looking at moving the Ministry of Health building, moving Wapping Beach, and creating some areas for taxis and tours to depart from. And then once that is done, the consultants have been asked to give us a phase 2 and a phase 3, which we can implement soonest. Because if we continue to allow what's going on to go on, we're going to lose those other boats. Antigua has, when we did the fitness test, which we will make available to the press, we have some very strong points, or tours, or sites, or history, things like that are very strong. But if the people refuse to come off the boat, those things don't matter. So we have to take the action.
It is anticipated that the development plans for Lower St. John's is expected to reduce congestion in the city, while at the same time boost the economy. Sean Thomas, ABS News.